to the n take y to the n is divisible or has a factor x take y. If it has a factor x take y, that means we can pull it out the front. So let's first make the statement. Okay, so P of n is the proposition is x to the n take y to the n has factor x take y for it is a positive integer. Okay, let's test it. Okay, so we see that when n is 1, we're left with x take y, and you can express that as x take y times 1. You can factorize it out. Alright, so then let's assume P of k is true. So we're assuming P of k has the factor, and then we'll jump on to the proof. Yep. K plus 1. We're making the proof. Okay, so here we used index laws to break that down, right? We went from x to the k plus 1 to x to the k, and y times y to the k. Then notice this term here, I've just added this in. They're the same term and they're going to cancel each other. So really I haven't written anything different, I've just added this term in. What are these two terms here? But it's this times y to the k. It's x times y to the k, so we're subtracting it and we're adding it, we're not changing the value of it in any way. It's still maintaining its value. And then let's look at just this part of it. Okay, so just look at this part. What's a common factor there? Is x. We have x times x to the k take y to the k. And then over here, let's look at this part of it. What's a common factor here? Y to the k. It's common to both of them. So we can factorize y to the k there. We're left with x take y. Okay, now we're trying to prove x take y is a factor. Well, x take y is a factor here. Okay, we can see that pretty clearly. We can pull x take y up front. And what have we made in our assumption? We've assumed x to the k take y to the k has factor x take y. Okay, so we can see the factor there, and we've assumed this has a factor x take y. So we can say has factor x take y from the assumption. And so we can see, because x take y is common to both, we've proved P of k plus 1 is true. So then we'll explain. was so, like not a whole lot involved there, right? Just pretty creative here with the addition and subtraction, and then that factorization. But following that same sort of procedure, so we've got a couple of them. I reckon we should have a go at today. That's what we'll spend sort of time before recess and after recess doing. So let's do it.